Hello friends, welcome to virtual session, and today's topic for virtual session is matrix. Now, as in the previous session we already discussed about 2D array. Now 2D array is also called as matrix because it is divided not only in the rows, but every rows will be divided into the columns also. So the arrangement, data arrangement, where the data is divided into the rows and column, and such data arrangement is called as matrix. So first of all, we'll be discussing how to form a matrix of size m cross n, where m represents number of rows and n represents number of columns, right? So first of all, we need to write a program in C to represent a matrix of size m cross n. Let's do it. Let's do it firstly. A program for developing a matrix, right? First of all, let's say hash include stdio.h, hash include ponio.h. Now define a macro for the maximum size, right? And after that, you declare a mat of size max of max firstly, right? And then you declare a m for number of rows, n for number of columns, right? R for R counter for row counter and column counter, and then ask the user printf enter a size of matrix, and then you scan the size in the variable m and n, where m represents number of rows and n represents number of columns. Just like, for example, if you enter the size of matrix 3 of 3, then 3 rows and 3 columns matrix will be formed. Okay, now the first, now here in this case, the initially I declare a mat by the name of A and by the size of max of max, but now it's a user, I'll able to create a matrix of user defined size by accepting the data related to the rows and columns from the user. Now first, what is the first target? Construct a mat, right? Because you set a loop like this for r equals to 0, where r is a row counter, and row less than how many number of rows of a matrix you want to define, m. Row less than m, row plus plus. Then what is matrix? For each row, each row will be divided into the n number of columns, right? So for each row, for c equals to 0 again, because array subscripts always starts with 0. What is matrix? Matrix again, it's an array, right? But sir, what one can say, array of an array means like it is divided into the rows and columns. So for c equals to 0, c less than n, where n represents the total number of columns, c plus plus, right? And then you ask the user, right? Here you prompt the user like enter elements in a matrix, and then you can prompt the user like printf enter data for d of person d and person d, right? It's like here it will ask you to enter data for a of 0 of 0, then a of 0 of 1, because for one row column has to iterate up to the n, right? And then you scan the data at the address of a of r of c. Hope you understand that. And in this manner the column loop ends and row loop ends. Now this particular logic will read the data of matrix element and able to assign it to the matrix, right? So in this manner, in the memory, matrix of size m cross n will be formed, and by using this logic you can able to input data into that matrix, right? Now the second logic we need to develop, that is logic for printing mat. Now logic for printing mat means that whatever the elements you entered, it has to be printed in the, like for example 1, 2, 3. If 1, 2, 3 are the elements of a matrix, then go to the next line, 4, 5, 6, go to the next line, 7, 8, 9. If you develop a matrix of 3 cross 3 and 1 to 9, these are the elements, then every row, right, divide it into the 3 columns and print the data 1, 2, 3, and then go to the next line, 4, 5, 6, then go to the next line, 7, 8, 9. You understand the point? Okay. So like here it will if 3 cross 3 is the size of matrix, and if you enter the entities like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9. So if you can, if these are the elements you inserted, you should able to print it also in the same format, and that is what I mean, how I can able to print the matrix in the array elements in the matrix format, right? Hope you understand it. Okay. So let us like design the logic for this, how I can able to print the matrix element. Okay, you probably use printf mat image follows. For r equals to 0, r less than m, r plus plus. For c equals to 0, c less than n, c plus plus. Printf %4d. 4d needs to have a 4 spaces, a of r of c, and then you go to the new line. For each row, entire column coordinate need to be printed, and then you go to the new line, and in this manner you can able to print the entire matrix elements, right? And then let's say now you able to construct the matrix, and now you able to print the matrix elements over there. Now let's develop logic for row wise summation. It's actually, I'm expecting that now these are the matrix element. Now I'm expecting row wise summation, means 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6, and then 6 plus 5, 11 plus 4, 15. This is for the row wise summation, 7 plus 8 plus 9, 15 plus 9, 24, right? So how to, because we able to generate the matrix, now we able to like if we should able to develop the logic by which you can able to find out the summation of matrix element row wise manner, right? So let us discuss the logic for this. What I will do, I will I will take a separate variable by the row sum. Let's say rs equals to 0. This is for the row wise summation. Now okay, row wise summation for again r equals to 0, r less than m, r plus plus, and after that rs equals to 0. Every time before going to the like column, it's a row wise measure. For each row, column has to be changed. So for column equals to 0, column less than n, and column plus plus. Now rs equal to 0 initially. Now if I say rs printf %4d and A of R of C as it is, and after that RS plus equals to A of R of C. That matrix element you need to add it to the RS, and after that, before going to the new line, if you can print likewise %4d the value of RS, and then you go to the new line, right? And then again you complete the row wise. So here in this case, as we are using a row wise measure, row wise measure means for one row column has to iterate completely. So before going to the every row, the RS value is 0, and then for every column starts from 0 to n, you need to print the elements and that element available in the specific locations. Like for example 0 0, then 0 1, then 0 2. Just like first row, if you have a 3 entries, that all entries will be added to the RS. Then you print that row wise summation and then go to the new line. In this manner, you will get the result like this. First 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 6, and then go to the new line. Again RS becomes 0, and then 4 plus 5 plus 6 15. Then again RS becomes 0. Then 7 plus 8 15 plus 9 24. Again RS becomes 0. In this manner, you can able to print the row wise summation. Hope you understand it, right? Now the next is a logic for column wise summation. Okay, so let us discuss about now like as we able to perform the row wise addition. Now we are planning to have a column wise addition, but column wise addition means we have to add the elements 1 4 7. Means here column wise measure has to be there. Means like for one column row has to be changed, right? And then you need to add them. That's like for example here 7 plus 4, that is 11 plus 1 12, right? And then this is the answer we need to develop over there. Then 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 8 15, and then 6 9 18, right? So to develop the column wise summations, what we need to do, we need to develop a loop. We need to create a loop where for one column row has to be changed. So let us discuss in the coding what we can do for that. So as you here in this case, we just hold the like row wise summation and print it before going to the new line, but you cannot print the column wise summation in this manner, because the control will travel from row wise only. So in such situations, like why not you declare one variable. Let us say here in this case, if you can int column wise sum of max, right? And then like the number of columns what we are having, that is the n over here. So if I can write like this, printf column wise summation. I need to set the loop for c equals to 0, c less than n, c plus plus. For one column, now row has to iterate completely. So column of summation c equals to 0, and then for r equals to 0, r less than m, r plus plus. As I said, for one column row has to iterate completely, right? Because here in this case column the elements you have to add, that is 1 4 7, right? So for one column row has to iterate. Earlier for one row column were iterating, so that is called as column wise measure, right? The logic is called as column wise measure, means keeping one column constants, row coordinates are incrementing. So for r equal to 0, r less than m, r plus plus, cs of c, right, equals to cs of c equals to means that you add it, plus equals to a of r of c, means for the coordinates were incrementing, like here in this case it is firstly 0 0, right, then 0 1, then 0 2, right. So here, okay, now no, not like that. 0 0 0 1 0 is 0 0 1 1, sorry, 0 0 1 0 2 0, means like your coordinates will be incrementing like a of, initially you have 0 of 0, then 1 of 0, then 2 of 0. In this manner it will add the your column wise like column that elements available in one column and of a different rows. And after that, right, what you will find here in this case, CS of 0 means column number 0, it will all the elements available in the various rows will be added, and in the available CS of 0 is there, and the value of C is 1. So now in the second column, that again it will perform like a 0 of 1, like 0 of 2, sort of, and then like here in this case, in this manner, like that all the CS of n, CS is an array, CS of n will store all the column wise additions over there. After that, if you write printf, you print like line like this, and after that for column equals to 0, column less than n, column plus plus, because what is the limit of CS? The number of columns. And then if you can able to printf by using %4d CS of C, right, so it will print all the like column wise summation, right. Here without in the row wise summation, without storing that value somewhere, we replace that RS every time. But here in this case, you need to store in an array, and then you able to print over there. In this manner, you can able to print the column wise summation. Hope you understand it. What is the, again I will revise. If you want to perform the column wise summation, it has to be hold somewhere in an array. So we declare a single dim array of maximum size, because we don't know the size of columns and rows, because user going to input it over there initially. So I declare a variable CS of max, which is going to hold the summation of all the columns. And then here after inputting the value of n, now I come to know that the total number of columns in the matrix is n. So here in this case, for C equals to 0, C less than n, C plus plus, CS of S equal, because like for performing row wise addition, you have to set a loop like a row wise measure, but here you have to set the loop like a column wise measure over here. In this manner, we perform the column wise addition, and then you print it by using the loop over here, right. So in this manner, up till now, we able to construct the matrix, we able to print the matrix, we able to perform the row wise summation, we able to perform the column wise summation as well, right. Now let us like there is another thing, that is find transpose of a matrix. So transpose of a matrix means row wise elements will be converted into the column wise elements over there, right. Like for example here if you have a 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is the matrix over here. Transpose of matrix will be, okay, the like the elements available in the row will be converted to the columns. 1 2 3, right, you have 4 5 6, and 7, the 8 and the 9. Now to develop it, what we can do means like row wise coordinates will be converted to the column wise coordinates. Let's go for it. Printf transpose of a matrix. For r equals to 0, r less than m, r plus plus. For C equals to 0, C less than n, C plus plus. And here if you print %4d, we are printing a of r of C. Here you print a of C of r. and then you go to the new line. You will able to generate the transpose of a matrix. Right? Here I discuss very simple example of what is actually matrix. Matrix means whenever the elements, array elements are divided into the rows and columns, that is called as matrix. And after that, what I discussed, like okay, how we can construct the matrix. I define a macro of size 100 because I don't know what kind of size of matrix user going to input. So to define a user defined matrix, what I did, I declare a matrix of size max of max firstly, and then I will ask the user to input the size of matrix where m represents the size of rows and n represents the number of columns. And then I set the, obviously it's a matrix, means for one row column has to increment entirely. In this manner you need to set a nested loop for r equals to 0, r less than m, r plus plus, and r where r represents the number of rows, and for row, a number of rows column has to iterate, and in this manner we input the data, right? It's a matrix elements, it's like obviously it's a 2 dimensions. So for one row column has to iterate, and in this manner you first of all enter the data in the matrix, and then we print the matrix elements, right, and perform the row wise summations, column wise summations, and then able to find out the transpose of a matrix. As well as if you want to find out the trace of the matrix. What is the trace of the matrix? Means like here in this case, if the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, these are the, so trace means where the addition of the elements where row wise and row coordinates and column coordinates are common, like 0 0 1 1 and 2 2, right? Trace means, now trace always finds in the square matrix where the number of columns and number of rows are columns. Now let us assume that we have a matrix of size 3 cross 3. We have a matrix of size 3 cross 3, and you want to find out a trace of it. So the like addition of row and column coordinates means like 1, what is the trace of matrix? 1 plus 5 plus 9, right? Diagonal elements, what we can say, lower diagonal, upper diagonal. So trace means 1 5 9 is called a trace of matrix, right? So let us find out it. Find trace of a square matrix. A square matrix means when the number of columns and number of rows are column, right? So for r equals to 0, now you write like you declare a variable on the top by the name of trace. Then for r equals to 0, right? R equals to, make corresponding row and column coordinates are common, so r equal to 0 comma c equals to 0, right? R less than m, r plus plus as well as c plus plus also, because row coordinates also incrementing and column coordinates also incrementing. Here you declare trace equals to 0 because you have to hold the summation of them. So now if I write trace plus equals to a of r of c, now what you will find? 0 of 0, 1 of 1, 2 of 2, that's it. In this manner you can able to find out trace of matrix and able to print it. Printf trace of a mat, that is the value of trace, right? Hope you understand the logic. What is trace means? Like these lower diagonal elements 0 0 1 1 2 2 need to be added. So as I said, trace only able to find out in the square matrix where the number of rows and number of columns are common. So assuming that this matrix, what you entered of a number of rows and columns, have equal number of rows and equal number of columns. So I said trace equal to 0. There is no nested loop required because you have to, like if assuming 3:3 matrix, only 3 elements you have to add. So what I write, row equal to 0. There is absolutely possible that you can go for multiple initializations in a for loop. R equal to, you have to separate it by the comma. So r equals to 0, c equals to 0, means r is 0, c is also 0, start with a 0, then r less than m. As you know that the number of rows and number of columns are common in a square matrix, so r less than m, r plus plus and c plus plus as well. And here if you added the things, you will find the trace of the matrices, right? Okay. Now like addition of, this is lower diagonal and upper diagonal over there. Okay. find summation of upper diagonal elements. Trace of a matrix means one can say it's lower diagonal. Right? So what you need to do again, let's say you declare a variable over here as a LD, lower diagonal, summation of lower diagonal elements, then LD equals to 0. Now here in this case you need to add the elements. Column will be the max, right? Like the elements will be first of all R is max and column is like 3, 5 and 9. Means like here in this case the position will be 0 of 2, then 0 of 1, then 1 of 1, like, and then 2 of. So in this manner, like here what you need to do for row equals to max, right? Row equals to max, then column equals to 0, no, row equals to 0, column equals to max, max means the n minus 1. Again it's a square matrix, so R less than n, right? R plus plus, but column minus minus, right? Column has to initialize to n minus 1, column has to initialize to max until row less than m, the value of row is incrementing and column is decrementing. This LD plus equals to A of R of 0 of maximum, right? Then R incrementing 1 of, so you will find the coordinates of the thing. Here it's 0 of maximum is 3, then row incrementing and the column decrementing over here, so it will be the elements of 3, 5, 7, and in this manner you can able to find out the summation of upper diagonal, summation of upper diagonal elements, right? And if you able to print the values of LD, right? So in one example only I tried to perform all the possible things about the matrix, unique matrix, that is how to design the dynamic matrix, how to add the entries, how to find out the like how to print the matrix elements in the mat format, and how to perform the row wise summation, column wise summation, find out the transpose, trace, and the lower diagonal, upper diagonal entry summation over here, right? Hope you understand this, right? Now let us discuss the like matrix addition, matrix subtraction, and matrix multiplication. Now obviously means like you needed two matrices in the initial session. Initially, now everything I perform about the trace, transpose, and the like upper diagonal addition, row wise, column wise, but on single matrix only. Now assuming that you have two matrices and then you want to add them, then what will be the logic, right? Let's understand firstly the logic of matrix addition. Now matrix addition is a very easy thing, because let's say if you have a matrix like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is the matrix A, and if you have a matrix B having the elements like let's say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and you want to make it third matrix, that is C equals to A plus B, then the corresponding like elements in the first matrix plus corresponding elements in the second matrix means like here it is first element will be A of 0 0 plus B of 0 0 equal to C of 0 0, so it will become 11 and then it become 13 and it become 15, right? And then here in this case you have a 17, like then you got a 19 and you got a 21. So this is the way how, and then the last will be you got a 16 plus 23, 17 plus 8, that is 25, and 9 27. So this is the way you can perform the matrix additions. You understand the point? It's very easy. The corresponding coordinates of first matrix plus corresponding coordinates of second matrix equal to third one. Let's discuss this matrix addition. Hash include stdio, hash include conio. Right, now here in this case let us assume you have a first matrix int A of 3 of 3 and having elements like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and you have a second one as assuming these both are the square matrices 10 11 12 13 14 15, and you have a resultant one C of 3 of 3. Now we can write the logic like you can even able to have a user defined size of A, B and C and enter the elements also as well. But as I already discussed this logic in the previous examples, I am directly assuming so my focus has to be discuss about the matrix addition over there, right? So I will print elements of A matrix and declare the variables like int r comma c, where row and r represent the rows and columns. And for r equals to 0, r less than 3, r plus plus. For column equals to 0, column less than 3, column plus plus, and then printf a of %4d, that is e of r of c, and then you go to the new line, and then you B matrix, where you perform the print the elements of B, and then logic for mat addition, again you print it. So here C of r of c equals to a of r of c plus b of r of c, right? And then we can print the elements of c of r of c. Now here c represent the column and c actually represent the third. So c is capital C represents the resultant matrix and small c represents the column position over here. If you want to avoid the confusion, then instead of taking capital C, you can go for the R also. But anyway, like that is C distinguished in the small case and upper case. So the small c is representing the column position and small c, capital C representing the resultant matrix over here. Here in this manner, you can able to perform the matrix addition. Now in case of matrix subtraction, the same thing is over here. So you have to just replace this plus with a minus over here. The only logic what is different about, if you take this code, you get the result like this about the matrix addition. The only logic what is like actually like we need to understand it, that is about the matrix multiplications. because the corresponding row, like what is matrix multiplications, like let's say if you are assuming 1 2 3 and 10 13 16, the first element of C will be 1 into 10 2 into plus 1 into 10 plus 2 into 13 plus 3 into 16 equal to C of 0 0, right? That is the logic of the matrix multiplications. Hope you understand this, right? So we'll go for that coding also. So let us discuss about the logic of a matrix multiplication. In case of matrix, let's say you have a first matrix of size 10 of 10, second matrix of size 10 and 10, and multiplication of 10 of 10 over here. Here we enter the rows of like here 10 we consider as a maximum. Here we firstly enter the rows and column of the first matrix. We will have a M and N, and then we enter the entries of the first. In the similar manner, we enter the size of second, and we print the matrix over here. The logic is like actually second matrix also will be accepted over here. For C equal to 0, C less than M is like what I said. First of all, you have to you will develop a logic like corresponding row coordinates of the first row, all the columns, and first column of all the rows, that has to be multiplied and added. Means 1 into 10, 2 into 13, 3 into 16. You just try to understand one point, that just like try to write the coordinate C of 0 0 equals to A of 0 0 into B of 0 0 plus A of 0 1 into B of 1 0 plus A of 0 2 into B of 2 0. If this is the way how you can add it, then what the logic you need to write. So here in this case, first of all, sum equal to sum plus, like you add all things, first of C of k into second of k of d. It's like first column row coordinates are there and second column coordinates are there. So in this manner you have to set the 3 loops over there, and then that multiply with the resultant matrix C of d equal to sum, and in this manner, and every time sum equal to 0. This is the logic. And then if you want to print the products of matrix, means try and understand only one point in the matrix multiplication, that the addition of corresponding row coordinates and the second column coordinates, the summation of them will be the resultant one over there. So like only the matrix multiplication is complicated, but if you go through this example, means for C equal to 0 and then D equal to, then K equal to 0, means like D represents the row and K represents the column. So and if you write like sum equal to sum plus first of C into K and second of K into D, you will find the corresponding row coordinates and the column coordinates will be multiplied and added, and that will become the final resultant term of the resultant matrix over there. In this manner, you can able to perform the matrix multiplications. Now I discuss about what is matrix, what is how you perform the matrix arithmetics, matrix addition, subtraction, multiplication. Also, you go through this all the examples and try to understand it, right? So here, like the motive behind this complete session is to understand the matrix over here, right? Hope you understand everything. Go through this all the practical and demo examples I am giving to you. You'll understand how like we to perform the logic of a matrix over there. Okay, thank you.